Hello, everyone. You are up front with Frank Rothstein, and we are once again coming to you live after a week of a lot of repetitive events. But before we do anything, I want you to say hello to everybody, to the woman sitting with me on the other end of the screen, who you may not be able to see, but she has a new crock pot air fryer, and I'm trying to beg myself into a dinner invitation. Everyone say hello to the culinary Jade Zabrick. We are sitting here today talking recipes, and one thing, what you may notice, my picture has changed. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let me get out of the way of it. You see that? I'm running a little bit of a screen delay. That is the chocolate egg cream. This is a New York original. This is the best thing ever created. This is not a fancy drink. For those of you who can no longer go out and afford these $15 milkshakes, not even real malted milkshakes, this is the way to go. And you see that syrup behind me? That's Fox's You Bet syrup. That is the only syrup to use for this brilliant concoction, which is just syrup, milk, and seltzer, not club soda, not Perrier, not sparkling mineral water, seltzer, old-fashioned seltzer. And you pour it in, and even though you can look up the recipe with how many ounces this and what do you do with that, you're sort of measuring it by fingers. This is what it is. To the glass, 2 fingers of this, 2 fingers of that, maybe 3 fingers of milk, and the rest is seltzer, and a violent stir, like somebody beat you for money. And that's how you do it. It is heaven in a glass. And if you try it the way I always did, you get a nice big pretzel rod with it. And it really is good. Very refreshing. Yes, not even a little curly pretzel, a pretzel rod. I feel good just wanting one. Jay, do you want a chocolate egg cream? I promise. Next time we're together, I'm getting you chocolate egg cream. You're trying something new. We're getting you to try something. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. But I don't know. You ever try one? Could be any flavor you want, but I grew up with chocolate. So yes, we're going to get Jade drunk on chocolate egg creams. Oh, and I'll tell you, why do I say this is the way to go? Because if you walk into ice cream places now, any kind of a decent ice cream place, which not even called ice cream parlor anymore, it's, everything's like a cafe or whatever. Anyway, there is one place by me. I'm not even going to say the name because I wouldn't advertise for this. A super banana boat. You know, banana split banana boat. You know, the banana scoops of ice cream, whatever. So they give you a supersized one, like 5 scoops and banana, you know, nuts, syrup, whatever you get, and they're charging like $24 for this thing. $24 for a big ice cream sundae with a banana and a couple of nuts and maybe some sprinkles, which costs nothing. That's insane. I could not imagine. I wouldn't even know how to go out with somebody. Good thing I'm not a kid going out with my date. I couldn't afford this. This is insane. Milkshakes are $14. It's not like they're any better or the glass has gotten bigger. They're just charging you because they're in Manhattan and they're getting banged out for rent, so they're banging us out in the process. This is totally ridiculous. Weird. So for all of you who like paying $24 for a big ice cream banana boat, I hope I insulted you. So we've seen what's going on this week again. It never ends. And if you think about the shooting in Texas was the last big shooting, think again. We've had a few. I want to read this. I want to read this before I say one word on the subject. All right. You get this? This is the basic line of the United States Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That is the Second Amendment. All one long sentence, one sentence. A couple of commas, that's about it. Okay, now we know what it is. When I'm looking at some of these stories, I'm not even getting to last week yet because we've all been hearing about that. By the way, the Department of Justice is looking into the town's police because they waited 80 minutes while this guy was shooting, treating it like a barricade suspect when really he was shooting kids. Okay, let's see. This came out in today's news. I picked it up off of course, the New York Post. So when I print it, it works nice in my home printer. It says Florida man Corey Anderson threatened to go to the nearest school with weapons. That's according to the local sheriff. It says, let's see. Corey Anderson talks to Siri and asks for directions to the nearest school. He didn't even care where he went. Another one with a tactical style vest. Another one with a big, huge gun. Okay, 18 years old. Okay, there we go. He was arrested in his home in the town of Lutz, and there was a tip that this was going to happen, so on and so on. You already know so you already got the idea. Okay. Okay, that happened a day after. Wait, where is it? I want to make sure I got it because I want to get it right. Florida fifth grader arrested for mass shooting threat. This is a fifth grade student in Florida was arrested Saturday for threatening to pull off a mass shooting via text messages. A 10-year-old boy a student at Patriot Elementary School in Cape Coral was handcuffed and walked into a police cruiser Saturday evening for making a written threat to conduct a mass shooting. Got that? There you go. He is 10. Okay. Smart enough to work his computer, but may not grasp the whole thing. Okay, this comes out of yesterday's news. 1 dead, 7 injured in the shooting at a Memorial Day festival in Oklahoma. Okay. I'll be bouncing back and forth with all these stories. We got, I told you about that guy. Yeah, this is what's going on. This was another kid in school, 11-year-old, who says, my dad got 28 guns because he threatened to kill his classmate, I should say, singular, who wouldn't let him cheat on a science class test. You got it? He wouldn't. One kid would not let another kid cheat off of them in a science class test. So he threatened to kill him. When the kid gave him like a yeah, right type of thing, he says, my dad's got 28 guns. Well, there you go. Albany Sheriff's Office. Yeah, that was it. They got him. Okay, he's 11. This is what's going on in the world. This is the story. Sad but true. Seems like everybody has a gun. And again, I just read to you the Second Amendment. I don't want to know about its updates. This is it. This was created at a time when there was no internet. Your basic gun had one pellet at a time. It was created in case the government wanted it, the federal government wanted to take over the state and take over the town. And that's why people were allowed to bear arms. So they should not be overrun. That's what it's for. There is nothing in the Second Amendment that allows for anyone to buy a military-grade gun like this, AR-15, AK-47, whatever the gun of the week is, and pick a school while wearing body armor and shooting up kids, or people in a grocery, or people in a mall, or people on the beach, or people anywhere else you want to take somebody for a nice day out and wind up with people with a gun, just blowing holes at you, blowing holes through you. I looked, it's not there. Would you like me to read it again? And this is what everyone is, I can't even say everyone, because it's not true, it's not everyone. By the way, for the National Rifle Association, the NRA, Wayne LaPierre has been very silent. Wayne LaPierre has been reelected to head the thing. And I can't even blame the NRA for this. I really can't. They're just a bunch of lobbyists, but I can't blame them for this, because even if you wiped out every legal measure to get rid of it, to get rid of a military-grade weapon, there's always a nut with a gun somewhere. We know that. There's always going to be somebody somewhere. But how are they all getting this type of a weapon? Why not just have somebody walk around with a little handheld bazooka in their hands? So put it on your shoulder. I mean, that's what you're describing. Anybody can do what they want. In a time when everyone's feelings are so sensitive. I want to, I can't, you're not letting me, my rights, my God-given rights. No, that's not your God-given right. That's not your God-given right. Sorry to tell you. My civil right, no, that's not your civil right. No, 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 it's not. My freedom of expression is to go in and want to buy. No, that's not your First Amendment. So you want to express and yell out your window, I want a gun? Go ahead. I don't care. Go ahead. I mean, everyone goes crazy, goes a little crazy with their friends and their family. Say, oh, wow, look what you did. I'm going to kill you. We all know people say that to their friends. I'm going to kill you. But they're not really serious. They're not really going to kill anybody. It's just not the way it's going to happen. But this is just ridiculous. Today, President Joe Biden went to Texas. He was talking about this. And his brilliant idea is to raise the school. He wants to tear down the school, rip it out, build a new one. Well, that's nice. Schools can always use a new building, nice new plumbing, electric, better air conditioning, new furniture. I think that's great. Give them a new school. Will that keep the next guy who wants to shoot up a school away? No, they'll always have a nice new building to go to. Because what did you change? So here we go. Everyone wants to whine and cry. Well, we need more armed police. Okay, fine. You got armed police. The police on this particular weekend, last week, they took 80 minutes before they even confronted the shooter. They treated him like he was just holed up in a classroom. Well, okay, fine. Nope, didn't help. But pretty much, all the stories, I really don't even have too many stories. This has been so consuming in the news that there's really very little else to talk about. I got to tell you, very little else. What else did I talk about here? Matter of fact, let's add to this for a second. I'm talking about a 10-year-old, an 11-year-old, and in the course of now 2.5 weeks, we're talking about 3 18-year-olds. Matter of fact, let's just arrest the parents. If your kid at 18 who cannot afford a gun like this, has a gun like this, somebody's buying it. Whether it's the parents, a close friend, another relative, I don't care who it is. Let's arrest anybody and charge them equally in compliance with this, or as an accessory, however you do it. Because if kids can get hold of dad's gun for show and tell, which I've read about those before, hi, this is my dad's gun. I got it. No, how did he get it? How does an 18-year-old get hold of this? How do the parents not know this kid has this type of a weapon? I don't get it. That to me is just. But then again, when over 20 years ago, when Columbine, remember Columbine? If you're not young enough, or if you're not old enough to remember Columbine shootings, that was 2 kids, again, teenage, late teens, 19, whatever they were. They went to a school, both dressed in long black coats with guns they had, and they shot up the school. So, I was talking about it with my mom, who says, well, how did the parents not know? I said, what do you mean? She says, well, mothers run the house. They're cleaning up. They're putting away the laundry. They're in their kids' bedrooms all the time. Of course, the parents know what's going on with their kid. And there's always a friend who knows what's going on with her friend. There's always a friend that knows you. You can't fool every last friend. You can fool a lot of people. But somebody out there knows you. Make no mistake. And since I'm on Twitch right now live, I know I'm talking to people closer to the age of an 18-year-old shooting than I am talking to people my age. And I am in my late 50s. Trust me, no matter what you're thinking of doing in your life, good or bad, somebody knows you. Somebody knows what you're really capable of, good or bad. Somebody knows you. And they know when you're going to come through, and they know when you're going to turn. They know what your habits are. They know how you think, because probably they've been around you all their lives, family or longtime friend. Even if it's someone you don't associate with that much, they know you. They've seen you in school. They've seen you outside of school. They know you. We are on, if you are hearing this and you want to ask a question or make a comment, feel free to go live in the chat. We will address it, I promise you. We can also answer any question you have if you email me at upfrontfrank@gmail.com, upfrontfrank@gmail.com. And if you'd like to try to do a show of your own, I know everybody can just sit there and hit the camera on their phone. I choose to do it because I got Jade. and we work well together. And if you'd like to have Jade and work well with her, write to her at skiescrescentradio@gmail.com. See what she's doing. And then while you're at it, ask what she's doing with her own musical career. Because if you go to our YouTube page or on Twitch and go to Jade Zabrick and give a subscription or a follow, she will greatly appreciate it. And here too, we'd love it if you'd simply follow us. Give us a follow. Don't know where we're going to lead you, but please give us a follow. And maybe if we're ever together in the same place, I'll buy you a chocolate egg cream. Yeah, this is what is going on in the world. I cannot believe it. Everywhere we go, someone is blowing someone up. Even actually on the 27th, a few days ago, Junior's Cheesecake in New York City, they were doing buybacks on guns to protect the city it loves, because we're always getting a shooting here somewhere. We had a shooting over the weekend. Actually, today, another one. Doesn't sound like a national thing. But when somebody starts opening shots and, one shot, seven, one dead, seven injured, whatever it is, there's always something. Someone's firing a gun. There's always something. And Juniors, what are they doing here? They wanted to do whatever it was they could do. So they got hold of working with the city and, at their downtown Brooklyn location in Flatbush. And they have other stores in Midtown Manhattan, Foxwoods Casino. They contacted the mayor's office to see what they could do to help. And after a little bit of back and forth, they came up with buying the guns back with the help of the city. And I don't know how many they got exactly, but they offer, here it is. They offered $200 for and an iPad for working assault rifles and $25 for air guns. But there was one little kid. This was pretty good. There was one little kid who realized that they collected 65 guns overall. But there was one little kid, I guess her grandmother got rid of her grandson's gun. A little boy who turned in his toy gun because he realized it was dangerous. It was a toy. So the city paid him $20 because I don't know how old this kid was. He didn't do too much. But it was a toy gun. And just for the sake of practice, that he can go through with this and, make him accomplish something. You wanted to accomplish something. They handed him $20, which I thought was great. So Juniors did their part. And I don't know. I'd like to do my part. I hope I'm doing something here. I don't know what everyone else is trying, but, that's what we got. People sitting there opening fire. I don't know why. Well, then Donald Trump Jr. opened his mouth. I'll tell you, not every last thing he said was wrong, this guy, but the way he presents it, he's like a true Trump. Sometimes just go with the simple thought of less is more. You know what I mean? And, when he says guns don't, you go with the old cliche, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Well, yeah, leave a gun sitting in the showcase, it can't shoot anybody. And true, you can go and hurt somebody or kill somebody in a lot of ways. It's just the way he's presenting himself. It sounds like a nut. But when he says, where are the parents? Who's raising the kids? What's going on in the home? What's going on in their lives? Who's watching over them? And he's not wrong, because who is watching over a kid? That a 10 and 11-year-old kid is talking about going into, even if it's a joke, talking about going in to another school to kill other kids. That, to me, somebody has to be watching over children. It's not enough that they have the little tablets and they sit harmlessly on the couch or wherever they're sitting, playing with it while you're out, because all their video games, for the most part, have violence. I don't know any little kid that's playing a harmless game. They usually have a game, and there's the little thumbs are going, and there's usually either a monster to shoot a ray at or somebody in a military scenario, and this is what they're seeing. And this is how it works in real life, because it's how we see it on the internet, how we see it in the movie. But okay. Well, maybe Don can work on the way he presents his messages, but he had one or two accurate lines. I'll have to give the bum that, but okay. What else? What else? I may just make this a short show today, even though it's 22 minutes past the hour. Let's get into some more dumb career-altering decisions. Career-altering dumb decisions. A quarterback was cut after celebrating a touchdown, smoking a joint on the field. Yes, he was. I did not say he should do this, but he did it. Let me get to the headline here. But here it goes. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. Okay, Jason Stewart, quarterback for the Zappers in fan-controlled football, celebrated his touchdown pass by lighting up a joint and smoking it on the field. He's the quarterback. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. He went on to throw 3 more touchdowns in the game, but quickly came down from his high. He was cut with 1 game remaining in the regular season for breaking FCF rule, stating marijuana is not permitted at the game site and or nearby league hotel, so on and so on and so on. Well, he's been cut from the team. Not sure. I don't know how good this kid was as a quarterback, if he actually had a future in it. But if he did, it's going to be somewhat affected. How's that? There's one guy. Okay. Again, people just thinking they can do anything they want. You know, we see it on the internet, we see it in the TikTok video, anything we want. What happened over here? What is this? I already mentioned that. What happened over here? Oh, yeah, this is something, well, I don't get why people do some of the things they do. I got this in today's news. It says the Mona Lisa was attacked by a cake-throwing eco-warrior in a bizarre stunt that thankfully failed to damage her smile. Yeah. They, of course, video posted on social media shows a young guy in a wig and lipstick arriving at the Louvre in Paris in a wheelchair Sunday, then leaping up and attacking Leonardo da Vinci's 16th century masterpiece. Mona Lisa, there you go. The man who's not immediately identified first tried to smash the bulletproof glass, and that was according to the agency of French press. He then proceeds to smear cake on the glass and throws roses everywhere before being tackled by security. Well, let's go save the environment by smearing cake on the protective glass of the Mona Lisa. That'll do it. I mean, I would imagine a little rag and Windex will take care of the problem, but there's always a nut somewhere, right? There's always somebody somewhere. Okay, well, yeah, somebody tried this in 2009. Someone tried it by smashing a cup but not harming the glass. All right, you're going through a bulletproof glass. I doubt cake and a cup will do it. Just keep it in mind. Let's get into something I take really seriously. Oreos. Yes, Oreos. Not only did I see peanut butter and caramel Oreos last week, this week they're getting ready to mix Oreos and Ritz crackers together. Just picture an Oreo cookie, a Ritz cracker on the other side, and the cream filling in between. And, you know, I'll tell you something. Each cookie here is professionally modeled at perfect amount of fillings, but it's still an Oreo. Oh, it looks like an Oreo with cheese. The yellow streak inside. I know what that is. That's cheese. Oh, nasty. Ritz and cheese with Oreos and cream. Oh, nasty. Nasty. Let's say a layer of, oh, she's not even cheese, peanut butter. Okay, a layer of peanut butter flavored cream, another layer of Oreo cream. Looks like cheese. Oh. Jade, help me here. Help. They're messing with my Oreos again. Did anybody see me on the TikTok video that some guy let me get the name of it. Let me look at my TikTok for a second and see who this is so I can give you the name of who to check out. And you'll see me there. Oh man, this is everyone's messing with my favorite cookie. Doesn't anyone know that it's the perfection, where are they put it over here? This is really okay. Here we go. This is Kelwack. If you go on to Kelly Wakasa, Kelly Wakasa on YouTube, on TikTok. A few weeks ago, he was out in the Greenwich Village area where I was doing some business. And I was grabbing some lunch, and he has what looks like, I don't even know who this was. He has what looks like an ice cream cart, like he's giving away free ice cream. And then on the table, on the counter, in his cute little classic ice cream, ice cream guy. But he had a couple of girls with cameras. I really wasn't paying attention too much to that. But me being me, I walk up and I see this sleeve. And I'm talking to him for a second. I said, "What is this?" So these aren't Oreos. And this was enough for me to go into my act. I look at the girl who's now looking at me. I said, "Is that camera on?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Point it over here." And I went off on a rant about Oreos, which you've heard me do out here before. That he put it on his page. I got more comments. I got marriage proposals. I got someone who told me I was a god. I was laughing my head off over this. But if you follow on TikTok, Kelly Wakasa, you will see somewhere about, I don't know how many videos in. You'll see me 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. As of today, I'm the 16th video down, which Jade's going to probably look so she can call me up later laughing at me. And why are you people messing with me? Don't make me throw the y'alls in there. Why are y'all messing with the Oreo? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's perfect, much like the sun. The sun's the most perfect thing in the universe. Why? Because we haven't touched it yet. We haven't messed with the sun yet. We can't figure out how to do that yet. So one person typed in the comment, but the sun gives us skin cancer. Well, maybe so, but not because of anything we did. The sun is the sun. No one's telling you not to wear a hat, wear sleeves. Then there's the Oreo. It's the perfect cookie. Even MIT is involved with the Oreo. They want to know how, if you're going to split the Oreo, how to keep the cream perfectly balanced. That's what they want to do. How do we keep so there's not more cream on one side than the other? And that's what they're doing. So that's their topic right now. I read that. I talked about that, I think, a month ago, something like that. Yeah, this is don't do it. I couldn't even begin to dunk this in milk. A Ritz cracker with peanut butter and Oreo cream and a cookie. Ew. That's all I got to say about that. Ugh. So anyway, let's not mess with it too much, all right? Well, we can't, too late. It's just too late. We're just messing with the Oreo. And while I'm at it, not that actually, since we're on Twitch and I'm telling you to sign up and, sign up for Sky's Crescent Boot Camp, don't forget to subscribe to my very quiet page up front with Upfront Frank. Why not? Why not give me a little follow and subscribe? Then who knows? Maybe I'll post something funny one day. And you too could laugh with me about Oreos and expensive ice cream sundaes and all that other crap. What else is going on? Well, the New York Mets, now for sports. The New York Mets are pulling away in their division. What's beautiful about this is the rest of the division in the Major League, National League Eastern Division is they are playing almost 700 baseball, 700 out of 1,000 games they're winning, supposedly, or 685 ball. And the rest of them are below 500. So if this keeps up, as long as they manage it well, they will have so many options. If they don't catch the other two league leaders, they'll be able to keep the division. They could decide who they want to pass, what they want to do. They could rest players earlier than expected. And all they have to do is not blow it with the All-Star break, which is their history. The 3-4 days that come with the All-Star break, they find a way to blow it. I don't know why. I'm rooting that they don't. I'm hoping they don't. I want my team to win. It's been a long time. I want my team to win. It's all I got to say. If I have to pick up a bat and get a hit for them, I will. I couldn't field for anything, but I could hit. I used to hit real well, by the way. I miss doing that. I really do. So anyway, what is everybody else up to? Here I am ranting and raving as always about one thing or another, everything from mass murder to an Oreo cookie. What else is everybody else? I'm still talking about boxing in my groups on Facebook. And I love, all you got to do is, wow, you want to see some hostile people out there, go into some group of something and say something that not everybody agrees with. Ooh-wee. Damn, gets personal out there. Fortunately for me, I can get anybody crazy. All I do is keep on point. I stay very neutral. And no matter what they say, I keep bringing them back to the very big topic I'm talking about. And when they keep on drifting and telling me one thing or another, I just tell them to quote me. Just show me exactly what I said that can back up this insult. And that usually ends the conversation. So, yes, I love doing social media stuff. I can keep people busy for days. Actually, I did that once. We were talking about who the lineal heavyweight champion is. Now, in boxing, lineal is like anything else. It's the champion who can be traced back to the very first champion. In the case of the heavyweight division, it is John L. Sullivan. He is the first recognized heavyweight champion in the gloved era. And all I have to do is just go for a while. I had one guy busy for 3 days, just 3 days. And all I kept saying is, nope, nope, disagree. Gave him a reason why I disagreed and went back to the original point, made him crazy. We call it trolling. I call it making people crazy. I had some fun. I talked one of my web acquaintances. I said, "Come here, check that. Look what's going on here." And they were sending me direct messages, laughing his head off. Ah, man, you gotta have some fun with people every now and again. It's Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody has a good plan for today. I'm not sure what everybody's doing. I got no invitations in my fan mail department of one to a barbecue. I would have brought the bread, the beer, and the dessert. But, it's Memorial Day. That sounds like ice cream or what else? What else do you bring to barbecue? Big giant watermelon, pineapple. I would have brought more ice, which always comes in handy. See, I come in handy. I have skills. And then everything else is going pretty well. I may not go for too long today because what the hell? I may not go for that long. Yeah, still doing the weight battle thing, holding my own, doing okay. Well, I have been a little bit bad. I've sort of discovered bread again, which I have to really clamp onto. See how I'm twitching and scratching because I want my bread. Actually, I'm wearing a new shirt. It's making me itch. Yeah, I have to sort of keep up with that. But overall, everything is going good. And I'm accomplishing whatever goal I want to accomplish. And I keep telling people that I wash tuna fish, and I get a lot of responses as to what are you talking about? What exactly do you do? So if you want to know what washing tuna fish means, send in a chat or a message to me and I'll explain it to you. It's actually very easy, and it does take off weight very fast. And, that's really about it this week, except the egg cream. I'm telling you, if you like your milkshakes, you like your ice cream, this is a much easier way to go. And since not a lot of people know how to make this, it won't cost you a lot because it's not common. So buy some U-Bet syrup, get some seltzer, get some milk, violent stir, and heaven by the glass. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And that is, something. I just may cut this short tonight because I got it like that. I got it like that. And I think I will because it's a holiday. Jade wants to get ready for her Memorial Day dinner, and I want to go figure what I'm going to be doing for dinner. Maybe there'll be a hot dog in our future somewhere, although Jade's air frying and not bringing me over. I can tell. I know what it is. What's for dinner tonight, Jade? What's for dinner? Let us know. Put it into the chat. Give us an idea. Tell us about your crock pot. She's making pork. I'll bring the bread. I'll bring the bread. Okay, I'll do that. Cool. Everybody, I think I'm cutting it off because I really, I think if I'm telling you about the Second Amendment, we covered a lot of ground in a short span of time. Actually, there's been a lot going on this week. I know there's still a war going on, but somehow the war took a backseat to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and the world seems to be concerned that Johnny Depp went to England and played on stage his guitar with the guitarist Jeff Beck, one of the old-time great guitarists. And somehow social media got a little upset with him for that, but who cares? He's blowing off some steam, relaxing a little bit. Who knows what the verdict will be? And I'm sure he'll be back here. If he's not flying out tonight, something he has to be here for the verdict. So I'm sure he's flying home. Yeah, we had a disease. We had a war. We have Johnny Depp. And we have mass shootings. What a menu. What a menu. But somehow we keep coming back to the gossip trial. I don't know why, but this is what we keep coming back to. Anyway, that is the story. I hope everybody has a great night, great evening. And again, please follow and subscribe. We would all appreciate it. Again, check out Jade Zabrick on her both Twitch and YouTube page, or on her Instagram page, and see what she's doing. Give her a follow and a subscribe, and we'll all be happy. Everybody will be happy. All right, gang. Have a good night. I will see you next week. And just to make up for time, maybe next week I'll do an hour and a half. I'll find something enthralling just for you. Have a good night, gang. Enjoy the evening.